Yo, yo, yo. Back again with Alaskan Road Truckers. Last time we got acquainted with the controls. We cruised around, did a few jobs, and I think now we're ready to finally start taking on some of those jobs. I want to get to winter, where the true game mechanics start to come into play. Keeping yourself fed, watching out for the weather, watching out the roads, roadblocks, all these cool things. It seems like they might happen mostly during the winter, so I want to get out of summer, damn it. Either way, why don't we get into it? Yo, yo, yo. Back again. I set up this copyright-free country music to really keep the mood going, right? So we'll have that on in the background. And I will turn off the game music because as cool as the game music is, it's a little repetitive, let's be honest. It sounds like a real estate commercial, and I do appreciate it, but it's also kind of boring. So, oh wait, do I still have the same trip? Yeah, I should have the same trip. So set default route. All right, let's go on to the open road. Ignition, handbrake off, and gear one. All right, let's go. Man, oh man, dude, I cannot wait till we get to winter. I think that's when the game's really gonna start picking up and start getting interesting. I gotta say, dude, it feels good to be back. I was playing a lot of other games yesterday, and I was like, man, I kind of wish I was playing Alaskan Road Truckers right now. If I'm being honest, I kind of wish I was driving on the open Alaskan roads. I can't wait until we get better trucks, too, because I have a feeling the other trucks will have better acceleration, maybe higher gear ratios, all the good stuff that you want to have in a trucking game. Better braking. I think that was one of the cooler parts about American Truck Sim is like all the different trucks you can get, the interiors they would have, all that cool shit, you know what I mean? It's a shame that it's rather limited on what you can do with the engine without adding mods. Oh shit, that's kind of a turn. Oh, we're making a turn right here. Okay. I don't know if there's like penalties. Hey bro, I got the green. What are you doing? Doesn't that mean he has a red light? Yeah, he had a red light and he went right through it. Holy shit, we're gonna have to be a little more careful knowing that the AI can do that. Yeah, I didn't realize the AI can run red lights. That's actually crazy. They never do that in American Truck Sim. In fact, I think that's what would make American Truck Sim more interesting, is adding more variables like that, having like deer crossings, people riding on the, you know, people riding in the like weird ways, a whole bunch of shit they could add, like people trying to run you off the road because you kind of annoyed them, or you know what I mean, like kind of like, you know, and it would all of course be adjustable. Oh shit, we should probably go. Oh, too low. Now, one of the cooler parts about this game is the fact that you can like open the trunk up, and like you actually have to kind of tend to your engine. You have to tend to the oil levels. You have to tend to the wheels. You have to tend to all these little modular parts of your truck. I think that's really cool. Also, we're going to have to be careful because knowing that roadblocks can happen, like fallen trees and things of that nature, we can't just be going like 60 miles an hour on the highway without looking ahead, making sure that we're not going 60 miles an hour into a fallen tree and destroying our cargo and the truck at the same time. That would be disastrous. Yeah, I want to see, there's got to be more to this game than just roadblocks and stuff like that. Like, there's definitely going to be a lot more mechanics to the game, I imagine. We just haven't seen them yet. I'm really hoping they go crazy with it, though. Hold up, I actually think we should turn it up slightly. Yeah. Man, dude, this is the vibe right here. I am so into it. I think I said that like 20 times last video as well, but it truly is like excellent vibage. Should I turn the sensitivity down a little bit? I feel like it's a little too high. Unfortunately, it'll make rounding corners a little more difficult, but I think it might actually be worth it. Yeah, that's slightly better. Like, it'll make making sharper turns more annoying, but it'll also make riding fast on the highway a little bit more sustainable, because with it so high, it's like really twitchy. Yeah, dude. I thought about this while I was taking a shit. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I just put on like copyright-free music? Because I was kind of disappointed that the radio station was all copyrighted. I was like, man, I feel like that's a big aspect of trucking is listening to music while you're driving, right? So I was like, oh, I know. I'll just get like copyright-free music and then we can jam out to some tunes while driving. Normally when I play American Truck Sim on my own time, I put on like 80s music. I don't know, there's something about the vibe, like with 80s music blasting, the windows rolled down, going down like Arizona highway. Oh shit, what's that? What's that? Oh, road work. Okay, let's take it a little slower. We don't know what the road work entails. Yeah, I'm not sure what the road work would entail. Hold up, what's this? Hold up, let's see what's going on right here. Yeah, what's the deal with this? Can we actually read this? You're near a point of interest. Approach the information board. If you have a camera, take a picture. Oh shit, look at this.
Back with QuickBooks.
Oh shit. Let's put it a little bit lower. Alright, so it says Dalton Highway. The road was built to support the construction of an oil pipeline running through Alaska. It's the only road to reach the north. It has been hailed as one of the world's most dangerous roads. Due to snowfalls that can make passage impossible. The road was named in homage to James W. Dalton, an engineer who played a key role in the exploration of Alaska's oil fields. Nice, I love this. Cool, we get a little bit of history about Alaska. It's kind of weird to think, oh look, there's some oil. So let's look at that on the map. Oh shit, yeah, that's a huge highway, and it really is the only road to the north. Apparently it's extremely treacherous, so we'll have to be careful. Okay, so Coldfoot is going to be our rest stop, I think, because not only is there a garage, there's a gas station. Pump Station 3. Oh my gosh, dude, look at all this history. That's awesome. I love that. We should stop by as many of those as we can. It'd be really cool to get some history on Alaska. No, I think it's cool that they have this historical stuff in the game because hold up, let me turn the truck on. A lot of people don't even know that the US bought Alaska from Russia. It's like, wait, what do you mean Russia? And it's like, yeah, we kind of bought that from those guys. Pretty crazy to think about. Maybe 150 years ago, like, things were very different in the world. And I keep on bringing up the Yellow King because the start of Yellow King is really, truly a really good way to learn the vibe of the time, because Chambers encapsulates like the sentiments of the time. It was released in 1895, I believe. So he starts off the novel with this extremely detailed description of like basically the general little sentiment of like the upper class towards America at the time. It's a really fascinating read. Totally recommend it to anybody who's interested in American history. Well, it's also a good horror book too. So apparently this road is extremely dangerous, so we should be careful. Even though it's the summer, there still could be other secrets and unexpected happenings. I can't seem to get the volume right. It's either a little too low or too... Dude, I like this so far. This road is pretty cool so far. There's like a huge oil line that goes all the way up to the north. Yeah, I still don't have a feel for the physics yet, so I don't know like how sharp we can turn without tipping over. Because in American Truck Sim, if you're going above like 70, even 65, if you turn too quickly, you'll tip over like almost instantly. So getting a feel for the sweet spot, it would definitely be important early on, so we don't hurt like dangerously expensive cargo later down the line. I don't know if we can go into debt for not doing a good job with the cargo, so... Oh, there's something up here. What's this? Okay, so that was a truck tipping sign? Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a truck tipping sign. The speed limit's 25 here, so we should follow the rules of the road. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh look, there's a cop there. Can we actually get a ticket if we're going too fast? Alright, apparently there's information here. Yeah, let's look around. Apparently there's something here that's... Yeah, look, right here. The Yukon River Bridge. One of the 4 vehicle-carrying bridges over the Yukon River, the longest river in Alaska. It was built in 1974 as part of the construction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System. Yukon River Bridge. Why don't we look that up? Let's see. How'd you guys do? Oh my. Oh, that's so pretty. Dude, Alaska looks incredible. Are you kidding me? Oh, the whole river freezes in the winter. That's insane. I mean, it's not really all that insane, but it's pretty cool. There it is. So yeah, we got that one right there. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more trees in real life, but for an indie game, I say they did a pretty admirable job. What about this? Can we check out what's inside here? The river camping, food, lodging, fuel, and gifts. Is there actually fuel here? Oh, look, there's a fuel pump here. You know what? We should probably grab some fuel, honestly. Yeah, let's grab a little bit of fuel, because I'm not, like, in danger, but it's definitely not ideal to go onto this long, expansive road. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Now we go up to gear 1. I hope we can actually use this as a fuel source. That would be really nice.
I want people to know I have no stylist. That's strictly me.
Yes, we can. Nice.
Welcome to paradise. Our Amex Platinum card got us here. Membership takes it next level. Hottest restaurant in town?
Okay. I think it's actually finally the commercials on, right? Because that's what a radio is. It's just a commercial box with a little bit of music on the side. Oh shit, I should probably increase the amount I'm filling it. Alright, hold up. Damn, we really need that much fuel? Okay, there we go. Do not enter. I wonder if it's more cost efficient to fill it up all at once or at small amounts of time over time. Not sure. Alright. Yeah, we're maxed up on fuel. Alright, I say we get the hell out of here. It was cool seeing the Yukon Bridge. Learning a little bit about that. It was built in the 70s. It's the only car-bearing bridge that leads to the north. I think that's what it said at least. I don't remember. Hold up. Okay, we're good. I don't know, there's something satisfying about driving a manual, especially when it's detailed to the point where you actually have to kick the clutch before you're upshifting. So my clutch is on space, my gear up is shift, and my gear down is control. So I have to hold space down slightly and then tap whichever gear I want to go to first. Now, it's no H shifter, but it's definitely cool that I'm able to emulate something close to that on the keyboard and mouse. I do want to make a lot more parts for this game. I'm just not sure if I'm going to bring out the wheel, though. I have a wheel because I play American Truck Sim quite a bit. I just don't know if I'm going to take out the wheel. I don't know if it's worth it because we get out of the truck quite a bit and it'd be kind of annoying reaching over a wheel to do all this extraneous tasks. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll do it for one part just to see how it feels, but for the most part, I don't think it's worth it. Plus, I have kind of like a lower tier wheel. It's nothing special. It's just like a piece of shit that gets the job done. Because it's kind of like third-party software, it also doesn't get detected by a lot of games, so I'd have to set up it in a weird way, which I learned very quickly on Japanese Drift Master. So eventually I do want to get a really good wheel, but for now it's just not. Like the only game that, oh shit, what is that? The only game that's really good with the wheel that I have is SnowRunners and American Truck Sim. I wonder if you can lose control easier on the dirt. Like, does the dirt affect your traction? Does it make you flip over easier? Okay, there's apparently more information here. Why don't we check that out? Oh shit, what is this? Let's see. Ah, shit. Okay, we're good. I wanted to make it as wide as possible because the trailer is actually pretty easy to maneuver with in this game. If this was American Truck Sim, I would have definitely not been able to make that turn at the angle that I made it in. What am I hearing? This is not the country I was expecting. This is not country music, bro. Come on. Ah, there it is. That's what I want. Alright. The Finger Mountain. Despite its name, it's actually a hill named after the distinctive granite protrusion of Finger Rock. For generations, the site was used by hunters to spot game. Oh my. Can we actually go over there? Let's take a look. Let's get a closer look at Finger Rock. Nice. This is cool. Oh shit, I actually should be careful. I don't know if we take fall damage, but yeah, this is cool. I like that. Is that an actual place? Let's see. Finger Mountain. Oh, look at that. It's actually a real place. And it looks gorgeous. Look at that. Man, that's incredible. I would love to check that place out. The view is incredible. Look at that. Roving hills of untamed and untapped land and potential. What a shame. It's not like you can just drive down the road and check it out. It's really far, and it's probably expensive and not easy to get to Alaska. Well, it actually probably is a little bit easier to get to Alaska, but probably not as easier to go to New York and Georgia or something like that, you know? Like, do they have, like, flights commonly going to Alaska, or do you have to get, like, a smaller plane? I don't know. Never thought about it. Maybe now that it's like more into the future. I imagine back in like the 70s and 60s and stuff, it wasn't nearly as easy to get to Alaska, like in the 50s and 60s and stuff. Probably in 2025 it's pretty easy to get over to Alaska, but if you live somewhere in the States, going to Alaska is actually kind of an ordeal, isn't it? I love the little historical landmarks that we can find. It's really cool. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the game right now. I don't know how our trailer's physics work. I'm afraid to make a too sharp of a turn on the highway. You know what? Why don't we try a different playlist? I saw a bunch of different playlists. Hold on, let's see. No copyright country. Here we go. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that sounds way better. Prudhoe Bay. There's another landmark here. Why don't we check that one out? We're actually running a little low on energy. So what is this place? The Arctic Circle, Dalton Highway, Alaska, latitude 6633. Man. Looks like you can go for a hike here. The Arctic Circle. It is the only place in the United States where you can cross the Arctic Circle by a maintained road. What is the Arctic Circle? The Arctic Circle is an imaginary line of latitude, 66, 33, 44, that encircles the Earth's northernmost region, the Arctic. It marks the southernmost latitude where the sun remains continuously above the horizon for 24 hours during the summer solstice and continually below the horizon for 24 hours during the winter solstice. The Arctic Circle is significant because it defines the boundary of the Arctic region and is associated with unique phenomena like the midnight sun and polar nights. There you go. The more you know, right? That means during the summer it should be daytime forever here, huh? Let's see, it's it's almost 8 o'clock. So maybe it is actually gonna stay daytime here during the summer. I don't know. We'll have to see. Here we go. Back onto the open road. So what is this place? This is Pump Station 3. So that's where the oil stops? I'm not sure. We'll keep an eye out for it when we go further up north. Ooh. A little bit of a bend here. Nothing crazy, just so we'll be a little more careful there. Hold up, I'm actually kind of curious. Can we change? Temperature. Nah, it doesn't look like it. I was wondering if you can change the seasons, length. Because winter is actually really short. Like, is it going to be extremely difficult in winter to where the shortness is like an identifier of how difficult it's going to be? Not sure. Hopefully it's not untenable, but it would be kind of cool seeing the weather change, seeing like snowstorms and stuff. That's what I'm really interested in, honestly. I want to see like different weather cycles, like heavy rain and winter storms and blizzards and stuff. I don't think you can adjust your seat position, can you? Oh, I missed the connection rock. Is there a motel here? There is. I actually want to turn here. That was a little illegal, but that's fine. Oh shit, there's a car behind us. Let me let him pass.
I use Grammarly every time I write. It helps me get the best grades possible while depleting the least amount of hours of my week.
Go ahead. Let me put my hazard lights on.
How do I bring the voice of a user into the work that we do? Grammarly is just this amazing partner.
Okay, I think we're good.
Off my plate so that I can focus on expanding and elevating ideas. As a media and journalism student, the integrity of my writing.
We'll go here.
Grammarly's AI
Ah, shit.
can help me narrow down what to write about.
Chill. I'm making the turn, bro. I'm making the turn. I kind of made that in the worst way possible. I blocked the whole highway off.
Whatever you're creating, whatever you're writing, whatever message you're trying to send.
So apparently there's something over here we could check out.
And with absolute confidence that it's the right message you want to send.
I don't know what's over here.
Claudia Chow, and I am a Grammarly.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on
The Arctic
contracts by checking all
Interagency
state first.
Visitor Center.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before.
I don't know what that means.
So check all state first and save when you click or call.
Yeah, it's a little awkward not having an actual stick shifter because you kind of push like control, which is downshift, like 6-7 times at any point in time. Okay, right there. Yeah, doing all this is a lot easier with a steering wheel, but it's fine. I actually kind of like how weird it is. I'm not used to how weird this all is with a keyboard and mouse. I've never played a trucking game with a keyboard and mouse. This is a nice little place. Is this what it actually looks like? I gotta look it up. The Arctic Interagency Visitor Center. The Visitor Center opened in 2004 and houses exhibits and displays and allows visitors to walk along nature trails and learn about the surrounding wildlife and people living in the far north. Due to the cold temperatures, the center is only open for 4 months a year. The Arctic Interagency Center. It does actually look like that. Nice. Yeah, really does look like that house. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Alright, let's go. Ooh, the little clammers. The clappers. You ever see the Spanish version of those? Those things are insane. Alright. Oh, it's raining. This is the first time it's rained on us. Oh shit, bro. We actually have to turn on the wipies. This is new. I wonder if we'll have to worry about our traction at all. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful here. We can't just turn willy-nilly. It's a major freeway. What is that noise? Oh, it's my wipers. I thought it was like a seal. I'm like, is there a seal in the middle of the woods? What is that noise? All right. There's a gas station here. We can top up, and then there's a motel as well. Coldfoot. Oh, there's a grocery store here too. That's good. Yeah, we actually have to worry about our battery, so it's definitely worth it to make sure everything is off when you get out. Is there anything here? Oh, there is something here. Coldfoot Camp. Oh, I see it right over there. Let's check out Coldfoot Camp real quick. What is all that? Welcome to Coldfoot Camp. Coldfoot Camp is the last stop on the road to Prudhoe Bay, about 55 miles north of the Arctic Circle. The town was founded in the late 19th century by gold prospectors who flocked here. It's said that its name derives from the cold feet that many prospectors experienced. Having to travel the Dead Horse 240 miles away, Coldfoot is one of the best places in the world to admire the Aurora Borealis. Before you was a temporary encampment built in 1970 for those working on the construction of the Alaska State Highway. Wow. Oh shit, it's really coming down now. You know, we should actually buy a few, let's fill up the tank. I'm gonna cook some meatloaf up. And then after that... Yeah, I'll cook up some meatloaf. Might as well keep topped up whenever we stop somewhere convenient. Yeah, you never know. Let me run into the 24/7 convenie. Our inventory's almost full. Hey, weren't you the guy over at, what was that place called? Yeah, you were at Moose Creek, weren't you? Fried chicken tenders. A filling meal that can be quickly microwaved. Nah, let's get some pizza, bro. What are we doing? Are you kidding me? Drinks fridge. I don't think we need any drinkage. Painkillers. When will I ever be in pain, bro? Do I have to worry about pain? Okay. I think we're good. We're good. Let's go to the roadside motel and camp out for the night. Yeah, because our energy is actually running a little low. I think it's time we get some rest. Dude, this is cozy, the rain now. This is the first time we've seen rain. I'm almost hesitant to go to sleep now. I want to drive through the rain. Who knows? We might get lucky. It might still be raining when we come back. We could probably just park right over here, actually, because it doesn't look like there's a way to get over there properly. Oh, wait, no, there's a road. Let's take the road. Oh, shit. Let's take the road, please. Ah, the roadside motel. What would I do without you?
My daughter is being treated for leukemia.
Alright, I don't want to cry before I go to sleep. Come on now. Alright. Let's go cook a meal up before we go to sleep. Ah, man, look at that. Gonna eat some pizza, probably put on some YouTube. So good. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go to the motel. Sleep overnight. Our energy is running a little low. Customer parking only. Decide how long you want to sleep. Yeah, let's sleep 6 hours. Oh, it stopped raining. That's a little upsetting. It's 2 in the morning. We're going to be doing some early morning driving. We should put our lights on. What's the button for that? I don't remember the button. Is it L? Oh yeah, it's L. Okay, that's good. That's convenient. Oh, is that where we should have parked? I don't know. That looks like a trailer storage. Alright, let's get back on the road, bro. Should I put my brights on? It'd probably waste my battery a little bit more, though, wouldn't it? Okay, we're good. Oh, I hit something. All right. We're almost halfway through summer. Oh, look, there's a cop there. Let's try to stay in the speed limit. Yeah, it looks like you can get tickets if you're not careful. Interesting. They seem to be random, too. Well, we're almost to the end of this road, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. We're not even halfway there. We might have to stop stopping because we only have 5 hours to complete this trip. Yeah, we're going to have to... We can't stop anymore. We're going to have to go all the way. As much as I want to look at the side stuff, we can't be stopping at every place we go to. Yeah, I think we're actually kind of running out of time. We're gonna have to be a little speedy on this. Go slow. Nice signage. Listen to the signs and you'll survive. This is cozy, man. I like this. It's weird though because the sky is not dark at all, and I'm wondering if this is because it's summer. Because you remember it said during the summer, it's like daytime 24/7. So I think that might be it. We'll have to see in fall if there's actually like a darker night cycle. Yeah, because right now it just looks like it's like sunset. Like it's not really all that dark, even though it's nighttime. Like it's 3 in the morning, dude. It should be the darkest point of night. Oh. Pass with care. Not so bad. I wonder who the guy is who comes all the way out here and makes sure that the bridges are all in working order. There's got to be like some old ass dude, some old man who's lived in Alaska for 80 years who just comes out here, Takes one glance at the bridge and says, yep, that one's all right. He also goes to the culverts. He checks out all the culverts, all the sewage systems. He's the only guy they got. And every time he takes a quick glance, yes, sir, that one's good. He's efficient. They call him Sewer Rat. Oh shit, look at that. That must be the oil refinery station. Alaskan Arctic Drills. Yeah. Well, would you look at that? Impressive machinery they got going on over there. Yeah, dude, having this copyright-free music in the background actually really does improve the vibe, I think. Oh, look at all the birds. Oh, we got a squiggly over here. I want to see what this place looks like in the winter when it's blizzarding. I think that's when the game's going to get really interesting. Also, was that the heaviest rain we could witness? I wonder if it can rain even harder than that. My imagination for what this game is capable of is running rampant, and I think my expectations are a little too high. But we'll see, we'll see. As of right now, it's just your basic truck sim, but I think the draw of this game is like the weather conditions, right? That's what I'm really interested in figuring out. Ah, 53 seems to be the max speed we can go to on this rig. I think we're definitely going to have to upgrade sooner than later. Got some workers up here, apparently. I wonder how much of a beating my truck is going to take after making this whole trip. It'll be good. It'll be a good identifier of how often we should keep an eye out on our truck parts. Technically, this is one of the longest trips we could have taken because we went all the way from Moose Creek. We're going to the tippity top. Yeah, we're running out of time, dude. Time's going by fast. It's already 3:45. Oh, I like this road. Apparently this is the most dangerous stretch of road, and I imagine that's during the winter, right? I wonder what happens when the oil pipes freeze over. Does someone have to come out and try to fix it? Or do they just say screw it during the winter because it's so cold? I wonder. Yeah, this is not night. This is like super early morning. I feel like it's definitely capable of getting darker, probably out of the season. It's really cool though. At any point in time, if we're in trouble, we can park on the side of the road, put the heater on and go to sleep, grab a meal. We don't have to pay money at a motel or anything. It's kind of cool. Man, this is such a peaceful area, bro. There's literally nothing going on out here, is there? I imagine most of the vehicles you'd encounter out here are like heavy-duty machinery, right? Damn, imagine waking up early in the morning and you go for a ride and it's in this great open outdoors, beautiful wilderness. Sure, it's dangerous, but I think that obviously you have to be a very special type of person to make a trip like this on the most dangerous road in America, but I think it is a fulfilling lifestyle if you really do find happiness in being out in the wilderness. This is definitely the job, right? Yeah, I'm really excited to see what winter is like. This whole place is going to be frozen over, right? There's going to be ice everywhere. We're going to have to be way slower, way more meticulous. I don't think we're going to be able to speed down going 53. I just don't think that's going to be feasible in the middle of winter when this whole place is frozen over, right? Ah, our destination's up ahead. Maybe I was over worrying about this time we had. Better safe than sorry. Ooh, I kind of slid right there. Okay, we gotta slow down real quick. Yeah, this is beautiful. Prudhoe Bay. Before we get to Prudhoe Bay, why don't we look it up? Oh my gosh, bro.
Institute's automotive technology program can help you develop the skills needed to kickstart a career as an auto mechanic.
It's like
Learn in-demand
barren.
skills to pursue a career.
Look at this, there's nothing.
Apply today.
Oh my gosh, bro. Look at that. Oh my god. That's incredible. Oh man. You saw that vast open snowfield? These rivers are all frozen over in those pictures. Well, well, well. Finally made it to our destination. Ah, dude, the steering wheel, like, it's kind of annoying. You saw that? I overturned by a mile, but I couldn't, like, correct in time. That's because of the sensitivity being low. This is what I'm talking about right here, man. SnowRunner has pretty cool levels that are like this. I really liked my time with SnowRunner. Yeah, SnowRunner was a really enjoyable experience with the steering wheel. Okay, I see what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a little tough to get it right. Alright, we're gonna have to go. Oh, I hear like fighter jets almost. Or something like that. It's definitely worth it going for the difficult parking, mainly because you get so much more money for doing it. I kind of messed that up a little bit, honestly. I might be able to fix it though. Look at that. Perfect. All right. Excellent. Let's disconnect the cables first. Hopefully we can pick up a job here. That would be ideal, so that way we can have a reason to go back all the way over to the other areas. Dude, the music is actually perfect fit. I gotta say. Well, I gotta say, we did a pretty good job. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, what do we got? What's the damage? Ooh. Oh, nice. We can pick up some jobs from her. That's excellent. Oh, we need a licensee to do that job. That's actually probably a hard job too, because it's an aircraft engine, so it's probably going to be a little harder to turn, a little wider. Did we get any, not yet, not yet. License B. Class 2 trucks. Damn, I think it might actually be worth it to get that first. So where's that? Bridget Harbor. Where's Bridget Harbor? Old Foot. Oh, look, the ice road's over here. Roughneck Retreat. Tornit Passage. Icicle Point. Where's Bridget Harbor? Yeah, I'm not seeing Bridget Harbor. I'd like to know where I'm going first before I accept the job. Hold up. Before we do that, I think we actually check our truck, get it repaired, see if there's anything wrong with it, take it to the shop. Luckily, there's a garage here. Honestly, I shouldn't need anything, but we should check anyway.
For pursuing your passions. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of the those cancers.
Oh,
is
that's slow.
early-stage
I think I should turn it
non-small
up
cell lung
again.
cancer. Keytruda
Not
may
too
be
much,
used
but a
with
little
certain
bit more.
chemotherapies before surgery when you have early-stage lung cancer, which can be removed by surgery.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from coming back.
Keytruda can cause your
That's still a little annoying. With the steering wheel, you just don't have that issue. It's just a keyboard thing, but it's not like a huge deal. It's just like a pet peeve of mine.
Light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or
Alright, let's see what the damage is. That was a long trip. We went all the way from almost the bottom of the map to the top.
all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, such as Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, lupus, or myasthenia gravis,
Maybe we can even pick up a
Guillain-Barré
job,
syndrome,
too.
organ, tissue, or
We'll
stem cell
check.
transplant, or receive chest radiation. Keytruda can harm your unborn baby.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer.
Oh, we can customize.
It's true. Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com.
We don't
and
need to
ask
get a
your
new
doctor
truck
if
battery.
Keytruda
Our
can be
suspension's
right for you.
good. Oil sump is good. Brakes are good. I think our brakes are fine for now. We'll do the radiator too. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we can get away with that for now. A little bit of customization. Sorry, I'm not a Brit. Oh, look at that Halloween skin. That's a little too extravagant, I think, but it is cool that it's there. Bigfoot. I might have to do that because I'm rewatching X-Files right now, and that's like super X-Files-y. Oh, I like that one. That one's nice. Classic. Viking truck. Radiation truck. Gold digger. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's cool. America. Then the flat tones. If I were to do any of them, I think the one I would do... I like that one. I do. I think that might be the play. This one's cool too, though. Front bumper, visor, exhaust, grille. We can get new wheels too. Newcomer, optimal, long walk, economy, best grip. Fuel class, grip on dry, grip on wet, strength. Let's get economy wheels so we can spend a little bit less on gas. A simple skin. Nah, let's get Bigfoot. Are you kidding me? We're going Bigfoot. Or Fox Mulder. Alright, let's see what kind of jobs are there. Yeah, that's a cool skin. I like that. I want to believe. Ooh, Alaskan Tire Industries. Let's do it. That's a huge job, and I think we can totally get away with it. Let's see. All the way down to the bottom again. Absolutely, we're doing that. You damn right we're doing that job. Are you kidding me?
Looks like allergy season is back. Time to start saving on your prescriptions. Another good...
Okay. I actually took like a 10-minute break. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Just trying to reconfigure what I was up to. Yes, yes, it's all coming back to me now. We're on a brand new trip all the way across Alaska, brother. We're definitely gonna have to make probably a stop there. Yeah, I think we make a stop there. And then once we get there, we'll reconfigure where we're actually going. We can probably grab some gas if we're looking low, but we have 24 hours to make this trip, so let's get to it. Nice. It's early in the day. It's in the morn. I think it's time we put the pedal to the metal. Get on to where we gotta get getting on. Yeah, I was making a few shorts while I took that 10-minute break, and that game I played August Night, oof, that game was really good. I was surprised by how competent that game was, because a lot of the time you'll play indie horror games and they'll be all right. They'll be like, usually they'll have like a concept and they'll build off the concept, but a lot of the time the execution just isn't there. Maybe the expertise, maybe it's just the time constraints, you never know. But a lot of the time you'll play those indie horror games and like the mechanics just aren't there, or maybe the idea is extremely compelling and cool, but just the execution just isn't there. And but when I played August Night, man, that game was really, really good. The concept of the game was to create a dream. And so it's got this uncanny valley throughout the whole entire thing. But I really appreciate the artistic flair of it all. Not only is the lighting and graphics so good to that game, but just the whole narrative itself drip feeds you. It doesn't even drip feed you. It kind of just gives you like a newspaper, and then you kind of just let your imagination run wild on what's going on. But there's this part in the game where you have to walk down a corridor where there's just like a bunch of cockroaches all over the place. But there's like hive holes, you know, like when you see like a beehive or maybe like a termite hive, and there's just like little honeycomb holes. Well, in the hallway with the roaches, there's like, and it just totally activated all my brain receptors. I have trypophobia, which is the fear of holes. And it's not just any holes, it's usually organic type holes. Like the most famous picture that kind of blasted off the whole trend of trypophobia on the internet is that picture of the finger with a bunch of holes in it. It's not real, obviously, but it was created to look real. It was created to look like an actual condition you can get, but no condition actually exists like that. Truly terrifying, though. If that did exist, I would stay inside forever. I would never go out. But yeah, that game was really good. I also played a game called Gaslighters, which is kind of falls under that premise that I was talking about, where like an indie horror game usually starts off with a really good idea but just can't execute properly. Gaslighters was exactly like that. It had this very interesting idea where you're stuck inside your home because a toxic gas is outside. Very similar to the Mist setup by Stephen King. Very similar to that setup. But the main mechanic is a radio. And so the idea is that you're fumbling around with a radio trying to get more information on what's going on. The problem is that there's a lot of broken triggers, there's a lot of bugs, and some of the things aren't properly tutorialized or explained. And so I have like a very strict time allotment for videos because I work. And so most of the time that I allotted for that game was spent just like walking around this house, not realizing that I needed to push a button, which was hidden under a lamp all the way in the back of the house. But not only that, at a certain point, the game just bugged out on me. Like the walls kind of disappeared. We were able to go outside when obviously we shouldn't have. But the worst of all is that when I exited the game, my save file either corrupted or never was made, even though the game obviously is supposed to save. And so I lost a whole like hour and a half of progress. But I'll be honest, when it did work, it was really good. It's really, really good. I like the concept of dialing through radio channels, trying to figure out what's really going on. So like the idea was there, but it just couldn't follow through with like not only like quality control, but just overall in general, just like bugs and whatnot. Which is why I think if you're an indie dev, you should try to make a game like August Night, where it's short. I think August Night, if you solve the puzzle relatively quickly, it's only like a half hour, 40 minutes. But it's 40 minutes of really good content. Both the games were the same price. They were $3.99, I think, or $2.99, something like that. And even though I think the idea of gaslighting is more interesting and better, August Night was a better game because it was executed properly. And I think when it comes to video games, especially indie video games, execution is everything. Yeah, if you can't execute properly, you might as well just not make the game because nobody will want to play it. Something similar was like that with Dream Core and Liminal Core. Both of them are really, really cool games, but Liminal Core was kind of standard. It was pretty stereotypical, but Dream Core was interesting because it had like these little secrets in the levels. For instance, in the Infinite Suburbia level, there's a section where you kind of get into the back room of the back rooms. Nah, but you get like into the back room of the back rooms. And so you find like this whiteboard. And it was really striking because it kind of suggests that this whole area that you're exploring in Dream Core is like controlled, monitored, which completely changes the context of the back rooms because like the main thing of the back rooms is that it's some unexplainable mystery how this got here and why it pulls people into it. But Dream Core flips that on its head and kind of makes it feel like some sort of, maybe not government program, but some sort of, not even man-made, but some sort of manned project. And I think that change in background narrative is really, really big. It completely changed the way the whole levels felt. Because the backrooms is very alien, it's very mysterious, but when in the Dream Core games, it has that same alien and supernatural vibe to it, but when you find that back room, it completely flips on your head what your initial assumptions about the back rooms were. So I found that really interesting. And so if you're gonna make a game off of existing like ideas like backrooms or maybe creepypasta or SCP, I think if you're going to cop out like that kind of like idea, not come up with your own idea, what you got to do to make it compelling is to flip it on its head, is to come up with a way that kind of changes preconceptions of what you're making. That's one way to handle it, but another way to handle it is to maybe not flip it on its head, but execute so well that it improves upon the idea. It makes the idea better than it was before. So those are definitely my advice to indie devs for sure. If you're gonna make like low budget games, don't overshoot, but don't under execute. There's like a really fine line between overdoing it and putting too many ideas into the game where it becomes a mess, and then there's also doing too little and then it becoming kind of boring. But August Night did it perfectly. It was short, concise, but also chock full of really interesting ideas and executions, you know? I'm really excited for the season to change. I really want to see what winter is like. You know, I just had a thought. So you see the way the meter is shaped? Oh, whoops, too high. You see the way the seasonal meter is shaped? I actually think winter and fall are just as long as spring and summer. I just think that they're like, it's a scrolling meter. So I don't think that winter is going to be that short. Which is cool, because I want winter to be long, grueling, and really inhospitable, especially out here in Alaska. Oh shit. Yeah, when it screen tears, you kind of overturn pretty easily. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Slow down, buddy. I kind of like went a little too fast there. That's fine. We're in a rush, bro. We got to get shit done. As long as it's not an ice road, we should be able to risk things like that. As long as there's no oncoming traffic, of course. Yeah, this road's actually pretty twisty, turny. What the hell? I don't remember it being this twisty and turny. I think I came through here like a bat out of hell on the other side. Yeah, you see how I'm like constantly twitching the wheel? That's like totally a product of mouse and keyboard. If you had like a steering wheel, you would not need to twitch like this. Wait, what the hell? Why did it tell me to go that way? Wait, was that supposed to be like an easier way to get through here without the sharp turn? Nah, there's like a sharp turn there too. I don't know why I wanted me to go that way particularly. Yeah, I'm surprised by how expensive some of the repairs are. It's probably definitely worth it to do our own repairs. But we need to increase our HQs, like... Well, not only do we need to level up our character, but we need to upgrade our HQ to be able to do repairs rather cheaply. Wait, is this... No copyright Western Swing. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is actually decent, bro. This playlist is really good. I was like thinking the whole time, like, holy shit, this copyright-free playlist is actually pretty decent. And I would drive 500 miles, and I would drive 500 more. Wow, we've really been driving up a storm, haven't we? Ah, look at those rocks again. What was it called? The Finger Rock? Finger Mountain. Pass with care. Yeah, you definitely got to pass with care here. That's if you're going like 50 miles an hour, that's a dangerous turn right there. I can't tell if there's any cars behind me. Hopefully I'm not going too slow for them, but we are in a big truck and we can't be turning sharply on dirt roads. Okay, so there are cars, but they're not too close to us, so we should be fine. I'm excited to see if we can get a better gearbox for our truck. Maybe get like a 13 shifter. Not only would that make climbing up hills a little bit easier, but also like if there's like... It makes traversing difficult terrain just in general easier, like in snow and whatnot. It kind of makes me want to play Far Cry 5. A lot of people talk shit about Ubisoft and Far Cry and Assassin's Creed, but Far Cry 5, I think it set itself apart, in my opinion, just by not only taking that awesome Montana mountain rock, like wilderness vibe, but also having actually an interesting story. Nah, but you can mod Far Cry 5. There's actually a person who made like a huge mod list and an auto exec that can add all the mods modularly into the game, and it's incredible. And when you add all those mods into Far Cry 5, you find out that the game is incredible. Like, it's alright without the mods, but the mods are just such quality of life features. Not only did the mods get rid of the dumbass store, items for a single player game, you can basically just buy them regularly with in-game money rather than store like cash. But it also changes the way the world works. Alright, we're gonna have to pass this guy. This is not gonna work out. But no, it not only adds like a lot of the premium items into the game like regularly that you can buy with in-game money, but it also changes the way the world works. Typically in Far Cry 5, enemies do not run around the map very much, but there is a mod that makes it so that there's like total chaos all across the map. So like the more people you liberate, the more they fight with the cultists, and you get all these random events like people driving by and having gunfights with cultists. It also does a lot of other cool shit too. But yeah, with that mod list, I'm definitely gonna play it on the channel one day. I love that game, particularly with the mod list. But it just completely changes the dynamic of that game. It's very similar to how Anomaly does things. It's not as extensive as Anomaly for Stalker, but it's very similar in how modular it is and how much it actually changes. It's so many small changes put together, it makes a big change. You're getting hungry. Grab a snack from the inventory or buy food at a store. Oh, you're dang right I'm getting hungry. But I'm not that hungry, am I? I think we'll live. We've largely done most of the trip already. Not most of the trip, but we've largely done most of the first half of the trip. Yep. I can't wait to get a better truck. I really hope that better trucks have better gearboxes. That's one of my hopes. Because 8 gears just simply is not enough, I think, for a truck. I think you need to have... But then again, I don't have an 8 shifter, so it's actually going to be a little more tedious if I get a better gearbox now that I think about it. Because I can't just jump to the gear that I want to be in. I have to climb up. Whereas with an 8 shifter, you can skip gears pretty easily. Uh-oh, we got a squiggly. Okay, see how you can use the clutch to slow down? If you clutch, it lowers your RPMs and slightly lowers your speed a little bit too. It's definitely not a brake per se, but it's the closest thing that this game has to an engine or retarders. Retarders would be nice to have in this game though, but I don't think the game is actually that hilly. It's not hilly enough to have a need for retarders. I think just an engine brake would be more than enough. Yeah, I remember when I first really got into American Truck Sim, I had a lot of fun. I think the first states that I went through in that game, because I got a DLC pack. I think I got, let's see, I got Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, and Texas. Eventually I got all the mods, but those are like the first mods that not mods, DLC that I got with the game. And so I drove through Colorado, through Wyoming, into Montana, and it was, I had a lot of fun. And this game is giving me very similar vibes to... What state is Alaska similar to? It's very, very unique. There's not a whole lot in the mainland that's very similar to Alaska. Maybe like way high up in Washington State. But even then, it's not even close to as cold there as it is in Alaska, so it's a completely different vibe. Oregon has a very similar feel to it. Yeah, Oregon has a very similar feel, but it's definitely way more cool. Yeah, the climate is definitely better in Oregon. I still remember the first time I went from, what was it? I went from Colorado to the bottom of Texas in American Truck Sim. It was a very memorable trip. I definitely remember a lot, like a large majority of that trip. It was a really good trip. But I also remember getting into Euro Truck Sim. I had a Euro Truck Sim phase as well. And the first garage I got in Euro Truck Sim was in St. Petersburg. And one of my favorite things to do was to drive from St. Petersburg all the way to France. It's a really fun drive. But then I started getting into modding American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim, and some of the fan mods are insane. I remember one of the cooler trips I made in American Truck Sim was going from California to Florida. And that trip in between Louisiana and like Pensacola and Florida was really cool. Like whoever made that mod is insane. Like it's really detailed. One of my favorite Euro Truck Sim mods is the Russia mod. It completely adds the entirety of Russia to Euro Truck Sim. And so one of my favorite trips to make in Euro Truck Sim is going from St. Petersburg all the way to Siberia. It's a really fun drive. Yeah, Siberia is like way, way out of the way. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to slow down. I wish I had an engine brake. The engine brake would make slowing down a lot easier. I feel like I'm missing some of my tools in the toolbox when I play this game. Yeah, I don't think there's any of those types of things in this game. Let me see. Oh, That's actually good. I was tired of the blinkers turning off by themselves. All right, let's see. Interact, map, jobs. Handbrake. I actually forgot we have a handbrake. That might actually be a little bit better than actually braking. I'm not sure though. Use hazard lights.
Watch ad-free, offline, and in the back.
Lock steering wheel. What the hell does that mean?
Right. One subscription, 2 apps.
Hold up. Only mouse steering. Wait, what? You can use mouse steering? Will you be able to control the steering wheel with the mouse? Hello, yes, you can use a mouse and keyboard, a controller, or a steering wheel. It's not possible. I think the dev didn't quite get the... Yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't see the option. That would be cool, though, if they did have mouse steering added to the game. I really like that in American Truck Sim. It's definitely the next best option in terms of control schemes outside of the steering wheel. Yeah, I don't see anything about steering wheel blocking. That's fine, that's fine. What else do we got? Steer left, clutch, center camera. Yeah, there's no engine brake or retarders. I think the closest thing would be the handbrake, maybe? Oh shit, no, that's... never mind. I misinterpreted that. We cannot use the handbrake. That's not going to work out too well. Oh yeah, I gotta manually turn it off. All right. I think I'm getting a little bit better at using the gear system in this game, though. It's a little less efficient than like an actual 8-shifter, obviously, but it's still satisfying. I think we're very close to the garage. How much money do I have? 9,000. Maybe I should lower it again. I just got to be a little more careful with steering because I feel like jiggling the steering wheel like that is like kind of I'm not a big fan of it. We'll just have to be a little more deliberate with when we're turning. All right, we'll be making a turn right here. I downshifted a little too much here. Oh, it's in the back here. When you lower the steering, though, it does make the truck feel a lot heavier. Okay. All right, let's see. How we looking? Yeah, we'll keep that topped up, the radiator topped up. I wonder if it stays a consistent 1,000, 2,000 if it doesn't go up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Definitely repair the other things though. Our bricks are still good. Pretty much everything else is still good for now. Oh, we can get decals on this shit? Really? How does that work? Oh shit, we can literally just click it on there. Ah. On thin ice. Oh my gosh, it's $1,000? No thank you, we're good. Whoa, what's going on? Hold up. Bro, what just happened? Hold up, hold up. Bro, I just got launched into the stratosphere and then back down and my trailer took 50% damage. We good? Nah, I'm still at 56, bro. That's some bullshit. Can I load? Ah, shit. Hold up, let me see. Bro, no way. Hold up. Did I just cuck myself? I think I might have just screwed myself big time here, guys. Yep. It's over, bro. It's over. No way, bro. What kind of autosave is that shit? Oh, that sucks, bro. I'm not happy about that. Dude, that sucks. Are you kidding me? Ah, dude, that sucks. That set me back a lot. That set me back like 15 minutes. That's a long time to be set back. Alright, let's find another job. Damn, that really sucks. I'm not happy about that. General reputation is the average rating of your recent assignments. Okay, okay. Hard. Why is that hard? Can't do none of those. 10K and it's easy. Yeah, let's go over there. All right, I think we're all right. It's really annoying though. Yeah, that sucks big time. I'm not happy about that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 15 minutes, it's not a huge deal. It's just quite the shame. At the very least, the trip we're about to do is pays 3,000 more than the other trip we were in the middle of. Oh, it's in here. I suppose that's fine, actually. Yeah, my truck isn't even tricked out anymore either. You know what? How about we not trick the truck out? Yeah, let's not trick the truck out. We need to save our money. It's better that we upgrade our truck rather than make the bad one look nice. All right, let's do it again. I don't know why I got launched like that. My trailer took so much damage. We'll have to try to be careful. I don't know what caused that, but guess we're just gonna have to be a little more careful. Should be this trailer, right? I really hope it is. Yeah, it's this trailer. Good enough.
Saving up to 10% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with USAA. Some things just click. Get a quote today.
Good enough. All right. Connect the wires and we're good to go.
Technical Institute's automotive technology program can help you develop the skills needed to
All
kickstart
right.
a career as an auto mechanic. Learn in-demand industry skills to pursue a career you're passionate
Damn these ads, bro. Come on. All right. Why don't we see? Is there maybe something? Hold up. What if we do free dark country? Ooh. Dark country blues instrumental. The Frontier. That's not a playlist though. Appalachian bluegrass, banjo, and fiddle music. You see, it's dangerous to pick stuff like that that's not explicitly copyright free, because there's actually a lot of copyrighted like bluegrass stuff that you would never think is copyrighted just because it sounds old. Alright, fine. We'll keep this playlist. This playlist is actually not too bad. Here we go. So why is this trip harder? I don't understand. It's pretty much the same trip, right? I mean, I'm fine with that then. At 15 minutes is $3,000, right? We could look at it like that. Time is money. We lost 15 minutes, but we gained 3,000. I guess that's the optimistic way of looking at it. Wait, can we manually save it? I don't think you can. Yeah, there's no manual save. Oh, I put it on 120. Why didn't it stay like that? Did it change my settings at all? Not really. All right, we're gonna go quick, bro. We gotta make time here. Can we change the FOV, by the way? I was kind of curious about that. Oh, we can. Let's just max that out, right? Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, that's better. We also lost a lot of FPS by doing that. Okay. That's fine. It's worth it. I can see, like, it almost looks like Death Stranding. You see all those little black dots in the distance? Are those BTs? Are we gonna have to go through BT territory? Holy shit. Alright, I think we're good. We should be able to straight shot get over there. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get all the way over there. Yeah, compared to American Truck Sim, this map is pitifully small, but it's just big enough to be just right. Yeah, I like seeing more of the cockpit, if I'm being honest. We could keep it like that too, so I can see the mirror at all times, but I don't know if it's worth it. We just got to be careful for the squiggly zone. The squiggly zone is, it almost caught me by surprise earlier. It's probably like 5 or 7 minutes up ahead though. Yeah, some of those background mountains look pretty good. I don't know how they did it, man. I don't know what kind of technique they use because it's not flat. It looks like an actual physical model, but I'm not sure how they get that 3D effect on them. Do they just like put different parts of the mountain further and closer? That's got to be it, right? I do like, if you look above my mini-map, there's a count on how many miles are left. And if we keep the speed up, it's actually going to be a lot less than 20 minutes to get over there. These pipes go on for so long. Think of how many other places in the United States have untapped oil, like Alaska. I bet you Russia's pissed they sold off Alaska back in the day. Alaska's full of resources. Ooh, there's a good one. I wonder if this shit was made by AI. It sounds really basic, but it sounds just complex enough to be... I think a lot of these AI songs, or not AI, these copyright-free songs are actually made by independent artists who just put out their music for free. But it probably won't be like that for long. Yeah, this is cool. I really wanted to get to a different season though. Like summer's cool. Summer's like easy mode, isn't it? I want to go to hard mode already, but maybe we'll need a better truck for that. I think by the time we actually get to winter, I should have like an insane truck by then. I think the best truck in the game costs 150 grand. Oh shit. It kind of like froze for a second. Yeah, bro, we already got to 122. I feel like 2 minutes ago we were at 170. We're making good progress. Yeah, we just got to be careful for the squiggly section. It was closer to the town. I'm really upset though. Death Stranding 2 comes out, I think, tomorrow. But I can't play it because it's only on PlayStation 5. It's really lame. I hate exclusives. Like, just release it on all consoles. You'll make more money and everyone will be more happy. They are going to release it on PC, but I'm just worried how long they'll wait because I think it took like a year and a half before they released Death Stranding on PC. But you know damn well, as soon as that shit comes out on PC, I'm playing the crud out of that. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm not going to watch a playthrough of it. I'm not going to watch trailers. I'm not going to watch anything. If I see a YouTube short while I'm doom scrolling, I'm swiping past it. I want to go in completely blind. I'm very curious how that game is going to turn out because the ending to the first one, and while it wasn't like a complete bow, it ended like pretty completely. Like the narrative with Amelie and everything, it pretty much ended. You know what I mean? And without what's his name? Oh no, I'm having a brain fart. Without Mads Mikkelsen, like, they're gonna have to do overtime to come up with a good villain because Matt Mikkelsen's character in Death Stranding was literally S tier. I love that character. I also love the whole theme where that paramilitary group was like a bunch of soldiers from different time period wars. That was really interesting. Alright, we're coming up on the squigglies now, I think. Yeah, this is around the area. We'll keep it at 40 for now. Silent Hill 1 remake got announced. Bloober Team's doing it. Now that game is very special, and they can't leave anything out. Not only is it a phenomenal like game in terms of like actual levels and environmental work, but the story is like the foundation of everything that happens in Silent Hill. Like, to me, Silent Hill is all about the cult. The cult is what causes Silent Hill to be the way it is. And so that's what really, really gets on my nerves with this Silent Hill F. It's like, how are you going to incorporate the cult into Japan? I just don't see it happening in a way that's like not even just compelling, but like sensical. So I'm really worried about that. I think they're going to cut out the cult. I think the cult is going to be completely absent from Silent Hill F, and then it's just not going to feel like a Silent Hill game at all. It's just going to be like Akira Yamaoka and all those like Japanese who's trying to make like a Japanese like horror game, which I'm fine with. I don't mind that. In fact, I kind of like the idea of a Japanese horror game, but don't call it Silent Hill. You should have called it what would be a good name? Schoolgirl Goes Through Purgatory or something stupid. I just don't see how Silent Hill F is going to make narrative sense in the context of all the Silent Hill lore. And what I'm worried about is they're going to retcon a lot of shit that is actually like incredibly important to like the full narrative of that game, of the series. Because Silent Hill, what was it called? A Quick Message? I don't remember what it was called. Wait, was that what it was called? Hold up, I gotta look it up so I don't sound stupid. A Short Message, that's it. Yeah, Silent Hill A Short Message had a lot of notes in it that kind of seemed like they were trying to come up with a way to have Silent Hill take place outside of Silent Hill. But the only way to do that within the context of the original series 1 through 4 is the way that they do it with Heather and Henry. Because with Heather, she's impregnated by like the cult's like god, right? So she's carrying around the fetus of the so-called god, and that's what allows the other world to take over places that she's at around her. And vice versa with Henry. The only way that he's able to, for Silent Hill to affect South Ashfield Heights, is because it's not actually affecting South Ashfield Heights. It's affecting the people in South Ashfield Heights' dreams. So it's not actually like outside of Silent Hill, it's within their subconscious. So like, given how much thought was put into the first 4 and how to keep it narratively sensible and within the lore, I just don't see how Silent Hill F is going to be able to do that by taking it all the way out of Silent Hill, the damn series name, and bringing it all the way to Japan. I just don't see how they're going to do that in a compelling way. At least in a way that's not like stupid. I'm willing to be wowed. I'm willing to be like, holy shit, they did it. But I just don't see them doing it. I think they're going to drop a lot of the lore, and then it's going to be just like a game with Silent Hill slapped on top of it, very similar to how Downpour was. Yeah, I'm very worried about the Silent Hill F game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an awesome game. They obviously are very passionate about it. I just don't see why they had to call it Silent Hill. I think the game would have sold just as well with all the people knowing that, like, you know, you got like this famous manga artist, writer working on the story. You got Akira Yamaoka making the music. You got some of the original Silent Hill developers working on like the mechanics of the game and whatnot and overseeing the project. You didn't have to call it Silent Hill. People still would have been excited for it, even with just by the fact that all these people who are close to the original series are working on the project. That would have been more than enough to sell the game pretty well. But I think what's going to happen is they're going to alienate their hardcore fans. I think their hardcore fans will like the game, they'll appreciate the game, but they won't respect the game. Because a lot of Silent Hill fans are like die-hard, bro. They're crazy. They have like 2 James jackets in their closet. One for themselves and one for collecting. You know what I mean? Like they're into it. And I love Silent Hill, but I'm not that into it. James's jacket is like $200. I'm not going to spend $200 on a jacket. But the game is important to me. It's 100% like one of my favorite overall stories in the real world. I love that game. So I'll be like upset superficially if it's not good or if they retcon on the lore. Like I'll be like really annoyed. It's not like Silent Hill is like Resident Evil, where like there's so much bullshit in the game that trying to stay within the lore is like, not only do Resident Evil fans probably not give a shit about the lore too much, but all they really care about is having the characters they like within the game. Like, although all Resident Evil fans really care about is having like Leon and Chris and Jill and whatnot in the series still. The story doesn't even have to be all that good or make sense. They just like the characters within that story. But Silent Hill, every Silent Hill game has a different character. Like, there's no reoccurring characters in Silent Hill except for Heather. And so the thing that keeps Silent Hill fans invested is the lore of the game. It's incredibly important. They spent decades decoding and decrypting and studying and learning and noticing. So like they know every single little detail. It's like David Lynch fans. These people who are David Lynch fans, they watch the David Lynch movies like Inland Empire and Twin Peaks and all that. They've watched it hundreds of times and they'll be like noticing new shit. It's very similar to that. It's not like any of the David Lynch movies are sequels of each other or take place within the same universe or anything. They come to David Lynch for his like lore, his like stories. So if you take David Lynch out of David Lynch's movies, it's just not the same. That's one thing I think that the video game industry has always had trouble with, is trying to have like a coherent line of developers continuing products. The gaming industry is such a revolving door that you never really have the same people working on the same like sequel projects. So every sequel always feels like a shit show. It always feels like out of context, maybe out of like vibes, out of mechanics. Like every game feels different, even if it is within the same series. Uh-oh, we're getting hungry. I'm getting thirsty talking so much about Silent Hill. Don't get me started. Today we're walking blueberry lemonade water. But it's not lemonade, it's lemon water with blueberry in it. It's pretty good. All right, here we go. We're more than halfway there. Yeah, I'm very curious if like the different class trucks have different gears. I really hope they do, as it just makes it easier to maintain speed, slow down. Let's see though. It seems like the developers like a I was playing Slitterhead a couple months ago. That game's made by the original creator of Silent Hill. And I was really disappointed with that game. That's one of those examples I was talking about earlier where they overshoot. They add so many mechanics into this game. They don't have the budget. And so instead of like being wowed by all the diverse mechanics of the game, you're like underwhelmed by how unfleshed out the mechanics are. Like you have this really cool mechanic in Slitterhead where you can jump between bodies. You're like a parasitic insect that can take over different bodies. Kind of like a demon possesses people, but like a bug instead of a demon. But like you have this really cool mechanic, and you also have like this divergent storyline with multiple endings. But the combat sucked, and so the story wasn't so interesting as to make you want to keep playing, and the combat wasn't so good as to make you want to keep watching the story. So it was just like a bunch of clashing ideas that didn't really come to become fleshed out as they should have been. And it's a shame because I didn't refund the game. I fully beat it. It took me like 30 hours or maybe a little bit less. Because I want to support Toriyama or whatever his name is. Wait, that's his name, right? Let me make sure I get the actual name. What is it? Akira Toriyama? No, I might be thinking of someone else. Developer. Alright, let's see. Team Silent. Here it is. Akira Yamaoka, Hiroyuki Iwaku, Masahiro Ito. No, that's not it. Yeah, Keiichiro Toyama. That's it. Yeah, you made Slitterhead. I totally support this guy. I think he has a lot of really cool ideas. Like, a lot of his games, like Siren, Silent Hill, Gravity Rush, Slitterhead, they're all so interesting, especially Siren. Siren is so interesting. There's so many cool mechanics, especially in Siren 2. Siren 2 is insane, bro. Like, there's so many cool, like, mechanics and ideas, and not only that, but the story is interesting. And so I want to support him. I think everything he does is interesting, even if it's not, like, fleshed out as much as it should be. What it is, though, is interesting. And so as long as he makes games, I'll buy them, even if they are sometimes dog shit like Slitterhead. I wanted to like Slitterhead really badly. It's kind of funny too, because Akira Yamaoka did the music to Slitterhead too, so there was so much to love about that game, but it just didn't do it. It's just it fell off, man. I don't know what happened. It's also too long. I think that's another problem, is developers make games way too long. Less is more most of the time. If you have a cool idea, you don't need to make an 80-hour game, you know what I mean? Just make a really good 20-hour game and people will replay it, especially if instead of spending that 60 hours making a long game, you take away the 60 hours and add replayability to the 20 hours. It's just better. I want to go back and beat Gex 3. I really like the vibe of that game. A lot of the levels are really cool. They have like a World War level, like a World War I level. They have like an anime level, a mob level, a pirate level. Like a lot of the levels in that game are actually pretty cool. I really like the vibe of a lot of those levels. I'm pretty excited for System Shock 2 Remaster. I played the original one for the first time in 2021 or 2022. It's really, really good. I downloaded like a bunch of fan mods to like make sure the port was good, and it added a lot of quality of life features. Really sharp turn here. At least it looked like it was sharp on the map. I also have this game called Mao Bazo. Hold up, what's it called? Monbazo. Yeah, I'm gonna play this on the channel too. It looks really cool. It's like Canada's foremost car building, maple syrup producing street racing survival game. It's got really good reviews. Yeah, look. 97%, bro. That's insane. You know how many games have 97% positive reviews? Probably like 0.9% of games have that positive reviews. Like, most of the time it'll be 90, 95, but 97 is insane. That means the game is actually good. I bet you there's not a single game with 97 positive reviews, percent positive reviews. That's bad. So I definitely want to get around to playing that. I have it downloaded and everything, but I'll probably do it after this or System Shock. I don't think there's really much else coming out in a couple of weeks after System Shock. The zombie game I played was actually really good too. What was the name of that game? It was called like The Darkest Days Zombie Survival or something. It was an early access game, but dude, the environmental work on that game is incredible. I really, really like the 2.5D environmental work that game has. I might even go back and make a series on that game. It was really fun. I'm kind of like internally debating on whether or not I wait for the full release to come out or just screw it, go play the early access because I had so much fun with it. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed my time with that game, and I barely scratched the surface of it too. One of the things that was really cool about it is how vertical the levels are. Most of the levels you can bypass zombies by climbing up and around them, or you can sneak kill a lot of zombies by climbing around or hiding in. Like, there's a lot of cool shit, and it's really cool because not a lot of games take full advantage of the side-scrolling environment like that, but because it's 2.5D, there's like a lot of little cool things they do. Ah shit, we got a red light. Hey, you just went through the red light, bro. What the hell? Why can't I do that? Oh, we're good, we're good. Golly, getting up to 6 is an ordeal, and I do it all before I hit 20. Another, Hey, he's stopping for it, I think. This is why having an 8-shifter is so good, because you can... I have to go through them sequentially on the keyboard, but with an 8-shifter, you can just go from 2 to 4 to 8, or 2 to 4 to 6. Like, you can skip gears, and it's actually it feels a lot better, especially on a truck. All right, we're actually going to turn here. Nice. Oh, look, it's raining, finally. I've been waiting for the rain, dog. You know, I will say playing this game makes me realize how good American Truck Sim actually looks. I think one thing this game kind of struggles with in terms of the graphics is proportions. Some of the items are a little disproportionate, and it makes it look a little more cartoony than it should. like it's like a slight disproportion, and it's interesting because that slight disproportion, it is literally minuscule, but even still, like because of that minuscule disproportion size, it makes it feel cartoony. And that's one thing American Truck Sim does so incredibly well, is that everything is perfectly proportioned, so it feels extremely realistic. But yeah, the updated skybox that they added to American Truck Sim like a year ago or so really added a lot to the game. The only thing I would ask to add to American Truck Sim is to have like actual weather cycles and not just rain. Have like light snow, rain, fog. Oh shit, what is that? Oh shit, we got road work. Oh, you hit the cop. Well, brother, I ain't stopping for you, that's for damn sure. Interesting. I don't know what safe speed it is to drive on a road like this. Probably better we take it easy. Damn, son, it's coming down. It's wet now. It wasn't wet before last time it rained. It must be coming down like wildfire. Now, I wonder if this actually affects my traction at all. I'm not sure. You'd imagine it would, right? At the very least in American Truck Sim, it certainly does affect your traction, especially on the highway if you're going like 60. If you turn even slightly too sharply in American Truck Sim when it's raining, you're gonna have a bad time. There's even astro lighting and a lot of other stuff in American Truck Sim. I don't know if this game has that capability or not. It is interesting though. It's coming down pretty hard now and I'm happy about that. Oh shit, you saw that? I kind of like bounced way higher than I should have there. That was a little really sketchy right there. I think we're getting close to our destination though. Hey, couldn't we just like sleep through the summer? It's not like we have like any bills to pay or anything in this game. So I'm thinking maybe we just sleep to fall and see what winter's all about. I really want to see what's going on in winter, don't you? I'm just a little worried that if we do sleep through summer and halfway through fall, that our truck might not be high quality enough to make it through winter. I don't know how demanding winter is. I just know that there's actually like a lot of weather cycles in winter. There's like snow and blizzards and all sorts of things. So I think I'm really excited to see what winter has to offer. All right, I think we can pick up the pace a little bit. You know what I think it is? I think when it says wet at the top there, that's probably the road condition, right? I think that might be the road condition. It probably also affects our braking capabilities as well. Where are we turning here? Oh, right over there, I see. It looked a lot closer than it actually was, that's for sure. Oh, I remember this bridge. Let's go over it a little bit slower. Yeah, it's really coming down now. Whoa, 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 roadblock, roadblock. Holy shit. Good thing I went slow. Obstacle on the road. Charged for causing an accident? What? Hold up. Oh, I'm about to kick some ass right now. Hey, retard, do you realize what's in the middle of the gosh darn road? I'm about to kick your ass. You hit the back of my truck, huh? Oh, yeah, look at you. You look like a Steve, don't you? Oh, man. Yeah? You gonna run me over, too? Look what you did to my truck. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Well, you better thank me because I'm about to get rid of this shit in the middle of the road. Yeah, you're gonna thank me, alright. Oh, you're gonna thank me, alright. Let's see, here it is. I got a good old chainsaw. I should be able to get rid of the roadblock, and that's the first skill I got.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first.
Alright.
Before going through the car wash.
Relax, relax.
And save when you click or call.
All right. You see that? Oh, I see how it is. Ain't even gonna wait for me to get out of the middle of the road, huh? All right, I see how it is.
The Kardashians?
Nah, come on. Last night was reality night. Tonight.
All right.
Something a little.
You're lucky I was feeling nice today.
Something with a little bit more action. Hey, we have the bundle. Why don't we check out Andor and Disney Plus?
We should probably grab a meal if I'm being honest. Let me see. Yep. Anybody who's waiting for me are gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna eat first. You can go around. All right, let's go. Oh, I quite like that. That was nice. I wish that, look, I'm not asking for much. I just wish that the tree didn't just disappear. But it's fine. It's still really cool as a mechanic. I like that. It's another reason to get out of your truck. And it stopped raining. I think it stopped raining. Let's see how long it takes for it to dry up. Or maybe it is still raining just slightly. Not sure. My window is filling up with water still, but I don't see the rain physically. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, we haven't really rode in this view. I guess we can ride it a little bit in this view, right? It's hard to tell my RPMs without the red line. Oh, we're making good time though. Oh, whoa, oh no. I didn't realize that was a thing too. This is nice. Oh, this is a view. I like this view. But this is the best view, easily. 100% this is the best view. Alright. We're almost there. We're way more than halfway there. Yeah, man, we went a far way, man. We should probably stop here, though, honestly, and then rest in the parking lot. I think that's the play. This is cozy, though. I like this. The rain really does change the mood. Look at the size of those mountains, man. Oh. I thought that turn was sharper than it actually was. Yeah, I'm not sure how the wet conditions will change the way our truck works, so I'm a little worried about that. Alright, we're good, let's go. Yeah, we gotta go to the gas station. We're gonna fall asleep on the wheel if we're not careful. Alright, there we go. Oh, did I park too close? I think I might have parked a little too close, but that's fine. All right, let's fill it all the way up. Might as well, right? All right, there we go. Damn, that's quick, man. That's quick. All right, I should probably. Do you think I'll get in trouble for sleeping here? Trapper's cabin. We could go to sleep at HQ. It's along the way, isn't it? Yeah, let's go to sleep at HQ, I think. I think we'll be able to make it. I can't see. Wing it. Sometimes you just gotta cut out in front. Oh shit, it's getting worse and worse, bro. Alright, we need to get some speed for this hill. Yep, let's get some speed. Ooh, this is a tough hill. Keep the RPMs. Oh, another roadblock, bro. Can we squeeze through? Yeah, we could squeeze through. Look, I can't fix all the problems in the world, dagnabbit. As much as I'd love to, but I'm falling asleep at the gosh darn wheel right now. I gotta get over to home. Shit. I should have at least called it in. I didn't realize I could call it in. Should have called it in, man. Now that's gonna be sitting on my conscience for the rest of the night. Alright, HQ should be just up ahead. At least I think it's just up ahead. Saw that? That was professional right there. I'm a professional ad skipper. What can I say? All right, we're coming up on a big old bridge. Ah, nice bridge. I don't think we came across this bridge before. Maybe we did and I just didn't realize it. This is a big hill, holy shit. Gotta be careful on this hill. It's weird not having retarders, bro, because this is a retarder hill, for sure. Or an engine brake hill at the very least. I'm just using my brakes this whole time and it feels kind of wrong if I'm being honest. Alright, HQ is just up ahead on the right side. Here we go. Nice turn right there. Oh man, it feels good to be home. What can I say? Can I park the truck inside? Nope, I certainly can't. I don't know, can I park it anywhere? Ah, shit, here we go. I'm in big trouble now. I don't think I can squeeze it. Ooh, just about made it, dagnabbit. Alright, we'll leave her here. Not a big deal. It's our HQ. We can put the damn truck anywhere up, please. First things first, we need a good night's rest. That's for damn sure. Alright, let's see. Are there any upgrades we can get? The workshop. Here you'll be able to save money and reduce expenses for repairs by doing them yourself. 10K. Your workshop offers more parts and designs than city workshops. I suppose we can get that. I don't have the required perk. Oh, it's over, bro. How much is a class 2 truck anyway? 40K. Oh my gosh. Eagle 1. Eagle E. Oh, look, yeah, they do have different transmissions. I just realized it now. And they have different miles per gallon. Eagle 1, Eagle E, Eagle P. There's 3 different variants. Let's see. Eagle P has higher horsepower but lower, higher fuel consumption. Yeah, the regular model has lower fuel consumption but also lower horsepower. Honestly, I'd probably go with Eagle 1P. Good to know, though. We need 45,000 for it. We could get a loan, a $20,000 loan, but we pay 20% interest rate. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest with you. I think we just hold off and save up money like a good man would. All right, first things first, we need some rest, brother. There it is. Alrighty then. Well, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. You know it's true. I know it's true. Yeah, we just ain't there yet. I do think we get truck class 2 before we get over to winter. I think that extra class with the higher gear ratio is going to be a lot better for us in the winter. That's for damn sure. All the rest we can think about later. Alright. Now let's get over yonder. Alright, I took a little gee-whiz and I think we're ready. Let's finish this trip up and I'll call it there. How's that sound? I think that sounds mighty fine, don't it? We got 8 hours to finish this trip. And you know what? We're just gonna wing it here. I think we just wing it. What you say? See that? We looked, but we didn't look too hard. Yeah, I think pulling up that copyright-free music was a good choice. It really helped pull through the vibe. I mean, I can talk about bullshit this whole time, but the music really helps the bullshit shine now, don't it? It's like finding a pearl in a toilet bowl, you know what I mean? You're just gonna find whatever's in there, but maybe one day you get lucky and find something inside the turd, you know? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're just gonna be able to pull through and get shit done. And other times you're gonna step on a bag of doo-doo. You know what I mean? I reckon I can talk like Jerry the race car driver or whoever else. Private song you can think of, I talk like them, and then, you know, the music will make you feel more realistic and authentical, you know what I'm saying? And if it's authentical, I think we'll make it through all right. You agree now, don't you? You see, my truck driver Bill got a good night's rest, but I sure as hell didn't, so I think I'm going a little haywire over here, talking like Matthew McConaughey. I don't sleep, I dream. Here we go. Ooh, there's a little farm right here. Ain't that cute? I gotta say though, it's not on the level of American Truck Sim, but driving does feel pretty good in this game. The truck feels heavy. It feels like it's got some heft to it, and that's all I ask for in a truck game. You know what I'm saying? Hoo-wee. I really like this area. There's a lot more trees here. It makes more sense. Oh, we got a big old band coming up. Gotta be careful there. Yeah, you see how it's like literally like, what is it, like 10 o'clock at night? And it's still bright out. So I'm thinking that's because it's summer, right? I mean, what other reason would there be for it to still be bright out? That's the only reason that it would be like that, right? So I'm really hoping when fall comes through that it's not like that anymore. That it actually gets dark out. Oh, whoops. Meant to turn on my lights. Seeing as it's night, I should probably have my lights on, right? I don't want to get a ticket.
What is this place?
Hey, stop it. I'm trying to listen to my music here. Oh, now there's a view. I wouldn't mind going fishing over there one day. We can cast and chill. Oh my gosh. We're getting real close to our destination now. Almost there, I say. As soon as we get there, I'm calling it. That's for damn sure. All right, we got a big old turn coming up. Let's make that turn. Man, who built these roads, man? What kind of shit is that? Oh, we got another big band. What's the point of that little road over there? Interesting. Oh, I really like this area. This area feels good. Not only are there really nice turns and whatnot, but it's like farmland, prairie land. Yeah, dude, what the hell? The music fits perfectly with this area. Now this is the vibe I've been thinking about all day. Oh look, there's a town we need to get to. It's just over the hill here. I think it is, at least I hope it is. We've been on this trip for almost 25 minutes, dag nabbit. Ah, we almost there. We gonna get it. I will be very curious to see how much damage my truck can take. Oh, we got a big bend coming up. Here we go. Not too bad, as long as we're going in the right speed. I wonder if the deer can actually cross and we'd be in big trouble if we hit one. It'd mess up our engine or something. Alright, oh shit. I was looking at my mini-map a little too hard. You saw that cop there? He was waiting, he was looking. Couple bends in the road. I wonder if they actually put Bigfoot out here somewhere, and if you look hard enough into the brush, you can see him every now and again. That would be really funny. Bro, I would love it if there was like a lot of Easter eggs in this game, like with like aliens and shit. That would be cool. All right. How close are we? Oh my gosh, we're not nearly as close as I thought we were. But we are closer than I expected. Ooh, we got road work up ahead. Slow it down just a little bit. What's all this going on over here? Yeah, I quite like this. The sky is looking like it's been sunset for like, what, like 5 hours now? In game. I promise I haven't been playing that long. All right. I wonder if those dirt roads will change in any way, shape, or form when it starts snowing. Like, are those dirt roads going to be ice roads or some shit? That would be interesting. Then you really have to be careful when you're driving on that ice, because you could slip and slide most likely right off the road. All right, now we're getting real close. I can feel it in my bones. Trapper Creek. We got XP for that one. It's game day. All right, now, come on. I'm getting tired. I'm getting real tired, man. I'm falling asleep at the wheel if I'm being real honest with you. You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm talking like I'm from the south. Man, dude, if I didn't lose that 15 minutes, bro, we would have been done already. Oh, Susitsno? Susitsno? That's a hard word to say, I'll be honest. Susitna. The Sutna. Yeah, Sutna. Sutna River. Oh my gosh. Do you think it'll actually get dark once we get out of the summer? Because I think it specifically said in the summer is when you'll get 24-hour solstice and like 24-hour days and nights and stuff like that, or something like that. Was it like in the summer it's 24-hour days, and then in like late autumn it's like 24-hour nights? I don't remember what it said, but it was something like that. Because if this is night, I'm a little disappointed if I'm being honest. Because this ain't dark now, not nearly as dark as I want it to get. Yeah, I love this farmland though. This farmland is precisely similar to where I used to live in specific other states. It's very similar. It's eerily similar. Kind of miss that vibe. There's something about that vibe, man. It really is special. I don't know how to describe it, man. It's like a sense of freedom, but also like a sense of innocence as well. Like, there's not like dense urban environments. There's not drug addicts. There's not a heavy police presence. There's not like government facilities. There's not any of that shit. You know what I mean? And so that's where that sense of innocence comes from. Is that no? It's just farms. There's no need to have a government presence. The drug addicts won't be able to do anything out here. The homeless aren't going to be here because you need money to live out here. Well, you don't need that much money, but let's be real. It's a little bit cheaper out there. But you get what I'm trying to say. It ain't no San Francisco, if you understand my meaning. And so because it lacks all of those specific, like, heavy cultural, like, iconography, like, it has a sense of innocence and freedom to it that's very endearing. There's like a sense of wildness to it. Man, I remember when we used to sneak out at night and just explore. We go to the school at night and just explore, you know what I mean? Even if we got in trouble. I remember one time we went to the school that night and someone called the cops on us. They were like, there's some youngins at the school doing some funny things. And we spent the whole night running away from a cop. He had a big ass searchlight, and we hid in the prairie. It was really, really fun. We hid in a little prairie, and he shined his spotlight, but luckily we were able to get down low enough he didn't quite see us right. Those are some good times, man, let me tell you. That's that sense of innocence, where kids can maybe do something a little foolish, but you know what I mean. It's just a little bit of fun, you know what I mean. You don't have to think about it too hard, you know? Well, I'll tell you what, if you try doing that in San Francisco, they slap you with everything in the book as an offer. Yeah, they probably call you all sorts of funny names, and you'd be like, what the hell? I was just trying to explore the school. It's nighttime. I mean, what do 10-year-olds do? They go out and explore things. Oh shit, this is our destination right here. We finally made it. Oh, dude, that's so awkward. The reset of the steering wheel is so awkward. Oh my gosh, we finally made it. Look at that. Oh, jeez, look at this. This is a tough one to crack right here, that's for sure. You think we could do it? I think we could do it. Definitely have to get a little more space to ourselves, though. Alright, that might be more than enough, but I'm still a little rusty. Alright, here we go. We'll go like this. Alright. And then we start turning slowly like this. Yep. Nice and easy like. We can do it. We can do it. Take it nice and easy. Ah, shit. We messed it up just a teeny weensy bit. Just a little wink. Whoa, whoa, we got it. Somehow, some way, we did it. And we ain't gonna complain not one bit. We're gonna take those. We take our wins when we get them. That's for damn sure. All right. There it is. Yoink. There it is. Yoink. All right, there we go. And then we unlock it. Now let's go talk to our friend over here and get our money. We should get a pretty penny for this one. That's for damn sure. The Alaskan Tire Industries. Look at that. Parking precision. 10K plus 600. Look at that. Excellent. Woo. So did we get XP for that? Oh! Woo! Woo! Ah, dude, this is tough because I think if we get Class B jobs, we can make more money, right? All right, let's get Class B, and then hopefully we can get Class 2. Reduce fuel cost, nutrition meter drops slower. Let's reduce fuel costs because nutrition's not too bad. It's pretty cheap, actually. All right, all right, all right. Look, our reputation went up by 0.5 star. Yeah, 5K to go to Fairbanks International Warehouse. How close is that? Is that close? Fairbanks? Fairbanks. There's so many different places, bro. I don't even know where to begin to look. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Fairbanks International Airport. Yeah, it's there. That's a decent ways away. What other jobs are there? Let's see. What do we got? So what makes license B? Valdez Harbor. Where's Valdez Harbor? Wait, what? That's super close and we get 3K for that. I mean, it's not like insanely close, but it's close compared to going all the way across the map. Unfortunately, I gotta call it. I am actually pretty tired. I had a long day. Alright, boys, ladies and gentlemen, men and children, women and ladies, let's call it here. We had a fun night. We talked a lot of smack, but we got shit done in the end. That's for damn sure. Either way, I'll be back next time, probably with Intravenous 2. Looks really cool. I've heard very grand things about the game. It's got very good reviews. I love me a good stealth game, and I also got what was it? What the hell was it? I wanted to play System Shock 1 remake. I don't think I'm gonna do that until after System Shock 2 though. We'll see how it goes. Also, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. I'm thinking about playing that again because it was hella fun, man. I'm telling you what. Talk like Boomhauer, you know what I mean? It's gonna be really good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, but Into the Dead was really fun. I think I might actually keep on playing that. I had a lot of fun with that game, and I think the environmental art is really good, so it definitely makes playing it a lot more fun. Either way, I'll be back next time, so have a good night.